G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back into it. We are getting stuck into our tips for round 0, not round 1, but it reckons round 1, so I'm a bit confused. Opening round, whatever round that is, we're about to get stuck into it. If you haven't joined the tipping competition, what are you doing? I'll chuck a link down in the description as well as the comments, so you guys can join in and have a crack against me one-on-one. Let's go. All right, let's move into it. So we've got Sydney up first off, hosting Melbourne. This one will be at the SCG. Massive game already. We love to say it is a big game indeed. I'm liking Melbourne. They seem to go really well over the weekend. Better cohesion with the ball. You can't read too much into preseason form. But yeah, and they were really good last time against the Swans, able to get the job done at the SCG, so they were really good on that front. I'm going to go to D's by 8 points. I reckon it's going to be close. Don't really know what the upset is, or as you can tell here, most are going Sydney, but the money's with Melbourne, so I actually don't mind this because then I get to choose with who I genuinely think is going to win and not get too blown away, whether that's percentages or financial ramifications, which that one will stay outside of my area of expertise. Going over to Friday night game, big game. We've got Brisbane hosting Carlton. Preliminary final rematch. Should be a cracker. Blues got up by 5 goals in the preliminary final, looking really promising, and then ran out of gas after quarter time. Got to go Brisbane. They're pretty invincible over there. And yeah, I reckon they'll be nice and sharp and ready to get stuck into it. I think they'll be too good for the Blues as well, who might have Wiedering and a few other players of choice out. Over to the Saturday Arvo game. We've got, this will be a bit of a twilight action going on here with the Gold Coast Suns hosting the Tigers. It's Dimmer versus his old mob in what's going to be an absolutely spicy clash. I can really see it going either way, but I do know Gold Coast typically at home early in the season, very, very dangerous proposition, very difficult. And I don't see the Tigers doing amazing things this year, although if they keep a healthy list, they might scrape into the 8. So they could finish bottom 4, they could make the 8. Going to back Gold Coast in. It's going to take a bit of time, obviously, for them to get to full strength, full health. But I reckon, at home, on the up and coming, I reckon they'll be okay. 50-50 game, that one, though. That's for sure. All right, what a clash we've got here. Another preliminary final rematch. We've got GWS. This time around, they are hosting the Pies. This one will be at Giants Stadium, and what a clash this was last time. Just 1 point in it. The Pies are the absolute definition of Parkinson's Law. They just do enough in the allotted amount of time to get the task completed. And yeah, they did so again in the final series. Did enough over Melbourne and the Giants and the Lions. I'm going to go to the Giants at home this time. I think that'll help them out a little bit. I felt they played better for longer. The D's also did, but the Pies just nailed the big moments. I think the home ground will help a little bit. Generally, the premiership sides are, not as locked into gear. And the Giants will definitely seek vengeance. That's a guarantee. And the Pies, travelling away. We'll see how they go. If it was at the G, it'd be tricky. But, I'll go the Giants on this occasion. Get the job done. Home ground. Yeah, very keen to start the season off with a win. Pies, they might, the premiership side's generally a little bit flatter going into the first game of the season, or even the first couple of games. Takes them a little bit to sort of warm up and get their car engine on and warm. So there we are. Let's go through. So I've gone Melbourne by 8 points to defeat the Sydney Swans at the SCG. Brisbane to get the job done at home. Gold Coast to defeat the Tigers at their home deck. And also GWS to respond and get a nice win over the Pies at their home ground. So I've gone everyone's home ground minus Sydney. Should be very interesting to see how this all pans out. Guys, comment your tips down below. Join the tipping competition as well so you can get amongst it and get the competitive juices flowing. Should be really good. Another ripping season to come up. Can't wait to get stuck into it and get around some games of footy. Guys, thanks heaps for joining in and watching on. Once again, join, get amongst it. Excited to have a crack one-on-one. You can get bragging rights over me if you're good enough. So, yeah, should be a blast. All right, thanks for tuning in, crew. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next video.